Well, that went well. It's good to be back. Let me see what all I've got on me. Can't believe I totally died and then it wouldn't let me restart it. But that's okay. Meanwhile, back on Humble, yeah, absolutely. Our intrepid, our intrepid adventurer. Let me see if I can get my water back before it takes it. It's good to be back. Yes. Oh, one little setting I didn't do. Come on. Give me the mouse back. All right, now we're back in the saddle again. And all these guys standing around here and nobody's helping. And these. You know, it's funny that you build bases every place. All the bases are different. You know, all the things you find are different. It's really been fun. But the fun part was, you know, the people along the way and the games and things like that. Keys and flares. No keys, a bunch of flares. That got any space suits in it? Food, water, O2. No, but it's fixing to have a space suit in it. I think this is a sign from the universe to take no prisoners at Walmart. Yeah, one moment you're talking about Walmart, the next moment you're on your buttocks. That tells me I've got all that there is. And this is the smuggler's ship. And I know down the way. Come on, fly, 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 like a bird. Come on. You pain in the butt. Yeah, this really does have a lot of cool stuff. They've really been, you know, good devs. I don't know that I need that, and I don't need these for sure. Yeah, I thought they were very creative in the way that they've done stuff. Their consistency between how you select what you select or something like that. don't intend to. I hope to get in to grab my 3 items and get out without incident. Country lady, we'll send bail money if it comes to that. Somebody's been here before. Hopefully I won't need it. Yeah, I hope you won't need it too, but you just never can tell. Head down and no eye contact. You guys aren't right. Just want you to know that. Hey, it's good to see you again. I'm sorry that we had technical difficulties. Yeah, usually when it drops me out like that, you can go back and say restart the stream. But no, when it dropped me out, it was done. There was nothing to restart, so I had to go recreate it. Now that Jar Jar Binks has entered the chat, come on. Come on. Come on, I just want one little drink. I have to say, I wish at some point they'd let these places that are already here, after you get to a certain point in the game, I wish they'd let you deconstruct them. Now, or at least some of them. But I kind of understand why they leave them alone too and make it to where you can't do anything with them. Speaking of iron, I've got a little too much iron in my diet. Oh. Won't let you deconstruct that, but we'll let you deconstruct about everything else. You know, like this, if you could deconstruct those two things, you might be a little farther along. And I don't get why they have fabric here, but they won't let you pick it up. And that's another thing, Shaman. I think it would be cool to build bases, you know, in the Rex. I'm going to let my economy class talk for a second. The cost of entry would be significantly less However, I'll always pick up a blueprint because that's how they update the game. A lot of times when they update, they'll put different things as the blueprints, and when you come back into the game after the update, you can deal. You can get new stuff by just going and scanning your blueprints again. I don't know why all this eggplant is here, but I'm going to take advantage of it. Bauxite's going to go outside in a crusher. Or crushers, plural. What? I don't know where they're coming from. I was hearing them too. Mayhem? I hadn't stopped to look, but I think it's AMP. Yeah, it's AMP Andreas posting announcements. So it was coming literally from them. Yeah, what Shaman said. I know this is going to come up to be absolutely positively not a thing, but I'm going to do it anywho. Yep, just as I figured. That's okay. I don't know what is being built, but wow. Cocoa and wheat. Food. Squash. Beans. Yeah, that's the stream delay. I have no doubt in my mind, Shaman. And if I think about it, when I program these things, I try to do ultra low latency, but sometimes me old brain just don't think about it. We should go back through here and take a look at the butterflies. Oh. Fish. There's a gentleman that I follow on YouTube. The channel name is Pole Barn Garage. He works on old cars and such, mostly, older American 60s and 70s cars. And he has a bulldog mix, or his girlfriend does, named Fish. And they've been traveling back and forth between New Mexico and Missouri, and they got a dachshund puppy. Well, I've had dachshunds. I've had puppies, blah blah blah. And it's Randy's fault. If it hadn't been for her, it wouldn't have happened. But they named the dachshund puppy Minnow because the big dog's name was Fish. Too funny. Does each dome have a different kind? Yes, it does, and that was a great design, and that was a Big Dave's doing. It had nothing to do with me. That wasn't just for a puppy. What it is he has a double wide trailer in New Mexico. He buys cars in the desert Southwest, stores them at his property, and he was going back to Missouri. Yeah, I know. Those puppies are highly valued, and some people would do it. If I was to try to get another dachshund puppy, there's a dachshund rescue in York, South Carolina named Chapman Dachshund Rescue that we got two of our other 5 from, that treated us really well. And the rescues in Texas are ate up. The contract that they give you, it's basically you're renting the dog. Anything happens to you, you can't pass it to family. They have rights and title to the dog, and blah, blah, blah. I wanted another dachshund pretty badly the last time our last one passed on. Oscar, the dog that's in my icon on Discord. And we tried to get one, and he didn't like our sleeping arrangements. I mean, they're so uptight about rescue down here. I just finally, after 7 months, we weren't getting any sleep. He wasn't getting any sleep. Finally picked up the phone and said, we have ongoing medical issues that aren't jiving well with the dog, and the dog does not like sleeping, the way we want him to sleep. He wanted to sleep in bed with me, and that's not so bad. We've let other dogs sleep in bed with us, but he wanted to sleep on me, and my arthritis just said no. It was very uncomfortable for me. The last 3 nights we had him, he slept in bed with us so we could try to get some sleep. And I told the people I gave him back to, I said, I'm going to regret this in the morning. He's really a good dog during the day. Whole lots of fun. Black and tan. He was kind of a full-size dachshund, and we'd only had minis. He would go out in the Texas sun and lay, flat, boom, on the ground and soak it up like nothing I'd ever seen before. And that's very weird. It's not the shelters, it's the rescues. Shelters are actually pretty cool down here. But the dachshund rescues, and like most rescues down here, their standard contract, anything happens to you, dog cannot go to a family member. They have to be vetted, and they have to get the dog through the vetting process just like you did. There's no guarantee that they would get the dog, and the dog goes back to the rescue. And I just went, nah, I have no interest in renting your dog. The way we got Taz, my wife was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and somebody was trying to sell Taz for $100. And we had just lost Chance, our other dachshund, and so we went to take a look. He was a Chiweenie. If it hadn't been for the weenie part, we probably wouldn't have looked at him. And we went, and he was about a year old. He was an intact male, you know, all kinds of fun stuff. And the we brought him home, and he tried to mark everything in our living room in about 15 seconds and said, we need to get this dog fixed. He went to the vet. We spent way more money than we should have right off the bat. After getting him fixed, he finally calmed down. He's turned into a great dog, but boy, those first few nights, whew, like, dude, calm down. I got a picture of me holding him. He's been in the house about 15 or 20 minutes at that point. He wanted to lick you too, and I mean, I'm holding him away from my face, and he had licked me 4 times before my wife could take the picture. It's like, yeah, you need to get fixed bad. Rescues are more strict and do background. Yes, they do. I've had to provide, uh, you know, references and people that knew me, that knew me and my dogs, and yeah, it's just crazy. And there was one, we drove to Houston to get a dog. We had him 2 nights. Read the contract when I got back home, and it basically gave them permission to walk into my door anytime they wanted. And when I called to ask about it, and said that's only if we feel like the life of the dog is in danger, blah, 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 he's being neglected. I said, that's not what your contract says. Contract basically gave them permission to come in my house 24 by 7, 365. And I said, no, 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 no. And he was going, all this stuff is mine, 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 mine. Yes. Yeah, he had a rocky start with Taz. I really didn't think he was going to work out. The wife loved the stuffings out of him. It was the only thing that saved his backside, because I'd about had enough of him. My patience had grown thin, and then shortly after we got him, you know, Oscar died, and we had no other dogs, and we tried to get Ricky, the other dachshund that we tried to get. We finally gave him back, and Taz has been the only one. Isn't that a teaser? Gonna have that sitting out there, but you can't deconstruct it. And I get why, but and I know we've been here, and I know that this place has been picked through. Yep. Yeah, just leave it. They either had a hell of a party or a big crash. Okay. I will say, though, that Taz and Oscar got along together really well. When he's with another dog, he's fine. He hates cats. Hates them. Absolutely crush, kill, destroy. There's no second chances. Hates cats. The neighborhood cats like to go under our across the street neighbor's car. Well, there's a pizza box laying under the across the street neighbor's car right now, and every time we've walked by there for the past 3 days, Taz is ready to beat that pizza box into submission if I'd let him. It's like, dude, it's a pizza box. It hasn't moved. I mean, if he sees a cat one morning for the next 3 or 4 days, every time we walk past that spot on our walks, he'll be looking like, there's a cat over there, I know it. He's, And you know, there are times when we see other dogs on walks, I pick Taz up. Why? Because he's reactive. He really doesn't, I mean, he'll buck up against anything. And he he has small dog syndrome as bad as any of them we've ever had. Yeah, he thinks he's the biggest, baddest, meanest mother in the valley. And what? 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 Oh, that's iron and other such stuff. Yeah, Taz is a character. Here lately, the I'm going to say the past 7 or 8 months, he buddies up with my wife because, as I've said before, she's not a morning person and I am. And he'll go get in the big bed with her. Well, then he'll come out. I'll try to talk to him. He won't even hardly come to me. It's just like, good morning, Shogi Pie. Uh, Shogi Pie, I'm glad you're here. I kind of need to apologize to you. I was a little bit flippant with you the other day in my Discord, just disgusted and hot and tired, and um, your words that you offered to help helped. You know, um, and you know I appreciated that. It did get me off of my butt. I was streaming Friday morning positively because of you know your offer to help. Uh, well, and I appreciate it more than you know. You're obviously pretty knowledgeable about computers. Um, so I just didn't want you to think I do have the capacity to be a grumpy old bastard, and I'll be the first one to admit it. Uh, I didn't want you to think I was that way all the time. I could be. However, I try extremely hard. I'm still here, right? Yeah, absolutely. You know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I know I can be rough around the edges, and I can be as short as anybody. But, oh, Cozy Cow Raid, no! Say it isn't so. Again? Oh, my. And here we are on a day that I'm not really doing anything. Good. Oh, yeah. Mayhem, hide the stuff. The raid's here. Oh, and Lilypad has subscribed. Well, Lilypad, I appreciate that. Now you have to explore. Michelle, you and your Cozy Cow Raids. Let's go raiding. Do you have special uniforms you wear when you go raiding? I just wonder. We are a small, eclectic bunch. Howdy ho, friends. Cowherd, please press the like button. Yep, yep. And a hearty moo to you, too. Michelle, I saw that you were doing Grounded 2 at noon. Do you need another body alive, warm, and breathing, or do you have enough people? Because I would like to play more of that, but I'm not sure that I would like to be the one, you know. Streaming, it's okay, but you can't really, you got too many other things to put your mind on. Um, well, Michelle, to be perfectly honest with you, I've got, good grief, 600 odd hours in this game, more than 600. Yeah, I'm like it pretty much myself. If you stop and take your time in this game and you decide you're going to run your mouth or drink coffee, of which I do both liberally, something's not going to attack you and kill you. And I'm just waiting on the new update to come out. Now we've picked through that. Oh. Yeah, there's a new update that they've announced that they were going to do other things, and they haven't really said much else since. The Moons update is the newest update that's been published. Yeah, there is co op for this game, and, you know, I, I love playing it. However, I will say this, and I wouldn't mind playing with you guys. However, I won't wake up at 3 a.m. to do it. You guys are hardcore. Spacesuit Sipito. Sifio. I will schedule a multiplayer in the afternoon, just saying. Keep me posted. You can announce it in my Discord. Um, I would be interested. Yeah, we love this game, but yeah, that's hardcore. Okay, I think this is where I just came from. I need to add this and raft to my weekly schedule somewhere. Uh, we did a raft playthrough, myself, Joro, and Icy, and we had a good time with it. My reflexes suck. There's just nothing else to say about it. Just, it's just suckage. Old age and treachery has won out over youth and skill, you know, and I couldn't play Raft by myself, just like I can't play Grounded 2 by myself. Um, but Raft was a heck of a lot of fun, but somebody with better reflexes than me has to do all the puzzles at the end. Yeah, I can't do it. 3 a.m., that's a breeze. Staying up past 9, now that's tough, yeah. Raft is a heck of a lot of fun. I really have enjoyed it. I wish I had the reflexes to do it solo. I really do. Yeah, and I just ask you, Michelle, if you needed more bodies alive, warm, and breathing in your Grounded 2 game, I'd love to play with you. And if you've already got people lined up, I get that. I haven't actually started Raft yet. Now, I'll be perfectly honest. I have no shame. If I'm playing a game, it's usually on the easiest way to play. I come to have fun. being attacked by something or attacking something isn't my MO. Matter of fact, where AMP was playing Farming Valley, I can make myself available. And I am a member of your Discord, so that should be. If I'm sitting here waiting, you'll know. I'm getting there. Gosh, Dave set all this stuff up so well. Okay, hold on for just a second. I've got a little bit of time to burn here because I don't want to do the ending until we are ready to go. I just sent it to you via Discord. No, thank you. I know that sometimes this stuff ain't easy to do. It's like herding cats. But, yeah, that's straight up noon my time. I'm in Texas. We made such good bases. And I'm sure I drove Dave a little crazy. Gosh, we got eggplant till the hell won't have it. That would be 10 a.m. Pacific time, I think, Shaman. Because there's mountain time in between me and you. I've got to say, whoever made this fire sound, however they made it, nice. I've got to get snacks and move a bit. Yeah. That's why I walk like I do, trying to keep moving. Shaman, I could have swore she said 1. Because I saw when she published it on YouTube for my time zone, it said it was going to be noon. Oh. Let me see what's in there. Oh, lovely. All the dolomite a man could want. That means there's... Yeah, Michelle, I understand that moving thing. I walk between 2 and 3 miles a day around the neighborhood. These trees here, I like those a bunch, even though they are blue. This is all the animals. No food. Gonna have to change that. I don't know whether we've got any animal food. But regular HD food will also work. Getting all kinds of genetic traits. Boy, this little guy makes a sound that makes you think you've adjusted your radio wrong. Come on. Don't forget to feed the critters before you go off planet for vacation. Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what I was doing. I wasn't going to be a totally bad pet dad. And I'm just trying to think, do I want to fly around and be busy, or do I want to sit here and drink coffee, or do I want to go ahead and leave? Well, right at this moment, I guess I should make sure that got everything set up and doing the right thing. Can't send you the recipe. You'll have to find the recipe by yourself, insert at least 15 logs in it, and then come join us in our fight against Sentinel Core. And always bring a towel. Yes, absolutely. You are not wrong. These are messages from every planet, because a lot of these are from Selenia. Yeah. They really need to separate that out so you're seeing messages from the planet that you're on that's relevant to the planet you're on, but that's small potatoes. Okay, it's 20 after 9. Welcome back, Michelle. I am going to take leave of this place. I have put 15 logs in the... I hear that 42 rumor is a myth. Are you all talking about Hitchhiker's Guide? Gosh, it's been years since I played that. And yes, I did play it when it was a text game. I've got 15 of those in. And I've got escape the planet on your own without notifying anyone. Try your luck in the infinity of the universe. No, not going to. That's a great movie. I haven't seen all that movie, but I've seen bits and pieces of it, and the pieces I've seen were just great. I was playing that. Gosh, I used to play Zork 1, 2, and 3, and Leather Goddesses of Phobos, and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Funny part of it is in Leather Goddesses of Phobos, when you start that game, you're sitting in a bar, and they tell you you're really having an urge, meaning you need to go to the bathroom. Whatever bathroom you walk into will determine what sex you're playing as in the game. But if you walk in the female bathroom, it says, playing as a female, eh? I wish I could find that game again. I had those for the Atari 800. I haven't seen them for IBM compatibles in forever. All right, we're leaving the planet with Starform Robotics and making you a terraformation expert working for them. It's got to be better than working for Sentinel Corp. I mean, heck. I at least have the Starform Robotics spaceship, their spacesuit on. Thank you for your help. Welcome to Starform Robotics. I am your boss. Taking care of all legal requirements. You are now a proud member of our team, and you're not a prisoner. Sentinel's always bad. Yeah, let's work for a better future and fight against Sentinel Corp. Yeah, Sentinel Corp's a bunch of joiks. And that's the last inning that I know of. And the next time I go to play this save will be when they update it again. Because we beat all 4 planets and had, you know, Big Dave, Country Lady. Icy was in this some if I played at night. Mayhem was in it right at the first. Those habitats that had a locker and a crafter in it were built by Mayhem. I can tell his work. Bye, Fabio. Yeah. Dang. I'm real interested in what they come up with next. Yes, I'm a little, for as much as I'm excited about the Moons update and how the Moons update turned out, that they let us build domes was great, but that they won't let you do anything with it. You can't farm in it. You can build in it. I've done it. But farming was what I wanted, indoor mega farm. And so did Country Lady and Big Dave when we made the Megadome on Aqualis. He said it disgusted him so bad that you couldn't do anything with it, so he almost shut the game off and uninstalled it. You know, they've got some ways to go. It's not perfect, and no game is. You know, so. All right, that's where I'm leaving it. Michelle, if I'm still, you know, functioning and something hasn't happened, I'm going to try to be there. Indoor farming just seems logical. Yes, absolutely. Try to be there and do some Grounded 2 with you, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys for being here. Always easier to stream when you know somebody's watching. Don't know what it is. You know, like I said, this is the last time I'm going to play this save until they come out with an update. At that point, you know, we're fully kitted out. No matter what they throw at us, we should be able to build it. Shouldn't there be more? Well, if you're available, excellent. But no, this is pretty much the end. We had all 4 planets, and all right, you guys have a good one. And Michelle, 1 o'clock Eastern, doing Grounded 2. And that should be a good time. She seems to run a nice stream, so that will be interesting. All right, you guys have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye.